kan na no pay ni ye share unlawful termination of employment ewo Ghana enti wo a bia you edi wo adwuma mu hu kan abefa so ne san community na ma menko council ho na yen share nkomo na se council ye share unlawful termination of employment answer na impu ye beba what constitutes termination of employment na nkasa na emu no na me sha se free na
for oma be fix oma be fix lines ne telephone amaya oma adwuma no is a contract for service. It does not form part of the core mandate of entino. Say you can say employment. Now it means the person is going to be what recruited, and nipano responsibilities will be given to the person, and what is expected of the person, the qualification, and sometimes all these things are put into a document called bargaining agreement,
okay,
which will spell out necessary, and then there will be an offer for employment, and the employee will accept written. Then we say that employment has taken place.
Enti answer ne beka say obi employment edimu no say de o chemu na na say de mbisa no na e wo say enhihye ahodo edwuma ya ye fa omu yi obetimi aye say wuntimi nye sei na wo na ye fa no wage atum say o emra ne nhihye aye de ema mi metimi edi so ma mbisa say ye de sa bargaining agreement ya oboso yi ya mostly o ka say wo say everything say ye de ma nipa na ye fa na edwuma nim no say bi o ha mostly e ka say respond yetimi ma time bi o ha say na week or two respond one ye sa response no one answer one fast written response na anko but o sha say ye edwuma na does that automatically mean say waji atum
David, we cannot say waji atum because it is written and it is explicitly stated that there must be an acceptance, which must also be in a written form, because this is a contract. And you know, one reply now, oh yeah, obey, but I say musia. I want to be who say reply now, man reply no. I want them run no burial. There must be an offer. There must be an acceptance. That is when a contract begins. A contract can never begin or cannot be said to have commenced where there is only one aspect, which is the offer, and there is no acceptance of the offer. Or say you are going to an agreement. No, that will not be a contract.
Actually, no, no, sir. My say, at what point any ever say you be do emrana yehwe no e check bra betimi eyi di ana nyama betimi na so eyi obiedi enti my misa say e de na ebema yeyi obiedi na nipa na kase da bi kwan ya fa so yi medie de emfa mra kwan so
enti na je say ye can termination of employment
ana first before I ye ka termination and kasa credit yes say ye be ka say ye terminate obi employment ye be chere no na say
ye can say obi eyi wedi efri edwuma bi edwuma ra na eyi wedi ana enye twi ne enye sa no kan say
ya ju edwuma dey influence
yeah
nti I think basically you know say ya je edwuma na wo ye no edwuma ra na je edwuma na efri nsem na waka say ontimi ni unye edwuma bi
o is it only termination here can a employer no penalty terminate and as a employee no so at a point in time on to me terminate
employees to me terminate based on ebia niam bi a ekoso we edwuma mu
okay entina de ye ken e wo benkum we nifa
yes
okay
but mainly no employers in the terminate contracts no
okay
say employee be terminate and I just say reason na no she ebia de ekoso na no she ntina if you terminate employment because say edwuma organ and kasa heading to unya baby na ushena unya kakra obesi media ya 1 or 2 bia usha wasa aje bia niama mu nye ewo then you bring it to an end.
So said the akin say termination na mwenye brebia na ye unlawful. Dear ni if ema termination ni bi ebe ye unlawful.
The answer is in free here. Say no yakase employment na enne de say oba Ghana me kan Ghana if say aha na ye di enkomo emra mienu ene bo adwumaye wura ene adwumaye ni anyonkofa no. Okay, that's the employer employee relationship. Emra mienu ene bo ho ban.
Okay,
Baako what we call the common law contract. And it's a common law there, not just a idea inherited. Certain because we inherited a certain law from our colonial masters, and which is still part of our law. Even the Constitution has stipulated Article 11. And a war substantive regime that governs employment in Ghana. So we will say that is a statutory regime, which is the Labor Act 2003 at 651.
Okay.
And you know, say you can say employment be terminating whether it's lawful or unlawful. And the common law, no, now there was nothing like unlawful termination. And the common law, the employer can sack you at any time.
Oh,
with or without reason. That is under common law. He can sack you. What bad man? Oh, my head then up and catch you 1 million. He can hire you and fire you at any time.
okay.
But yeah, but yes, there be is answer there. Now say that there no I should be in some so unfang wo obaako no so anytime be out. Bi betimi no aye adwuma du ba bi so unya bibi film no aseko. Enu nti na ema oman no so no yetena ase na ye substantive law. No govern say ebia ofu obi adwuma mu eniema esese koso. Enti no na omode Labor Act ne bae no. Enti no sese no though the common law works, but if there's a substantive, Makacho say we have a Latin word, generalia specialibus non derogat. So where there is a specific law, we don't refer much to the general law. It is a say no abema Labor Act no abijana na so when it comes to employment.
Okay.
And you know, we will delve more into the Labor
Act.
Yes. Send a bear a beboa ye jumadi no. By enti as ye say the common law ni there. And no pa me sorry na me buo fua. And no say me do a jumama oko untini mi sa me hwe. Adentina. Master aden na pam me na me se ko.
Me na me de me adwuma.
Me de me adwuma. Ma je me adwuma ko. But under the Labor Act, there are rules.
Okay.
There are rules. And you know, I don't know, say, yeah, better what will make maybe say Obe Saki Obino it will become lawful. Then we will go into
the other side. Okay. So what makes a termination lawful?
Very good.
Okay.
And so that then we can, because our topic is centered on the unlawful. Okay. And then from there we take it from there.
All right.
And you know, one that's section 15 and this section 62 of Act 651 stated one is incompetency or lack of qualification. Say it doesn't have the competence. And only a terminate appointment that is very lawful.
Okay.
Obi oha obepe adwuma no wo fake certificate bi. Na say actually ye hwehwe mu na ye hu, then we come to know say who needs our qualification here. You sack you. I don't know. Or sack you, I make say was sack you wrongly. No, it is very, very lawful. Then maybe proving misconduct.
And then your mom is
Yes.
your mom be.
Oye unim. Remember say I can't say bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
Intina stating the maybe. Na unim pa no abuso. The word there is lawful.
Say be only a bit you specific examples back me be a stated misconduct. And I be a said the kind e be no agreement you say adie we unti me.
Very good.
Okay.
I had to say me ma wajuma. Na ebia me nua ba Esther your competitors me Tom Brodo no so Tom Brodo. Wa ba me ho. Na me ma wajuma na maka kire wo say obia o ye me competitor. Enko ne nchen ene nko discuss business and na say enko ne nchen enko je ne niama ne bi nton. Na say me de share agreement mu na ochina me hu na wakoje mi nyaba anu so ni brodo ton. Anu say me ji wedi a
Man ma ho kwan.
Very good. It will be lawful because it was part of the agreement. Anyway,
Ebe ma cancel start day. Me no be asoso amai. The ma termination near lawful.
Now, come with the come with legal restrictions.
Okay.
Remember example, na me dey explain. Me just say musha say muka say employment consists of contract.
Yeah.
There's a contract between the employer and the employee. In Ghana, you enter into contract, there is an age limit. You must be 18 years.
Okay.
18 or 12. I think 18. 18 years.
but about contract 21.
21.
18 you are.
18 you are an adult. 21. And so it means that if you enter into a contract below the age of 21, you don't have that capacity.
Okay.
Into maybe or why you can't get into it.
So, everyone said to say bargaining agreement and answer offer cancel boy di kan wa sem no. Ebi aye di bia ma but wo na ye de ma no unya 21. Enti uni hu kwan say utimi assign sa contract.
Yes.
Okay. But ebi aye ken utwa ntro so ebi a made 21, made 22. Na later on
who say you are not of age, they can terminate that contract and it will be lawful.
Okay. Okay.
That's the main thing I would like to add to it.
All right. Edi say the all kind no eno sa ne ma miensa ma boss yi ye kwan ai no no.
Doesn't but
yes.
We want to them even mutual agreement. Ye me enu na ate e ho ase say ye twetwam it is lawful.
Ejuma no mi am sha mi nye bio.
E be kwa medical incapacity. Medically you declare say you are unfit. It's also another a year. You debate you wedi e be lawful.
All right. Said you enva say kwesi miti ejuma ya ya fa mi o me ka say ejuma na obi nka say mra say bibi atome na say be minti min ka say bi o ma eno ni eyi media boni nim.
But there must be a medical report.
Ye di adanse.
That should say a permanent min ka say bi.
It has rendered you incapable.
All right. Mama,
so employer ni bet you work for free. On benefit from you. So I think say what over here say.
Yeah. Wow, we try no home so next time so try na ye ho de. All right. Edi ma yehwe ebra say obi epese or ma anaso terminate employment here kan wa say mean. I think the year can ye specifically, and I say mostly about or say if we employer and who are or no HM. You might say one now year employee, and I think we are bueno so mutual agreement. One now year employee because the Akasa employee needs to me terminate or no so what's writing. Never been employees to be to me so yeah or no so be to me terminate ya and no confer disagreement be an on so quinty amran.
I think that one of them is where there is sexual harassment.
Okay.
You can rely on that to terminate your contract. But one thing we must note, say, you must give notice of your termination. Before you terminate your Asa na over terminating.
Oh yeah, you need enough right to
Asa na over terminate employment, with your employer. I was so man notice.
Right.
Usually the employment agreement states the number of months or weeks you are supposed to give notice for your termination. It will be required, say, if it is stated in your employment contract, you comply with it. If it is not, the Labor Act has provided certain period which you must give notice to terminate your contract. So I think one of them I mention sexual harassment.
Okay.
Yeah, bit in so the account say yeah, obi fa wa adwuma mu a adwuma wura no asede say obema akade a ode ye adwuma no enti say akade a ode ye adwuma no on farm you can also terminate as the employee. Okay. You can also terminate your employment.
After me 7 be carpenter adwuma on to ha mama
sir.
Then you need say carpenter and have master there. All right.
And also it's another instance obetini terminating.
All right.
And as I said, you can mutual agreements.
Munya mo honti asese de adui ye to aso ye adwuma na enye ye. Nti fa odoko na me pocket me side na chese. All right. Enti yenko ide yenko mo nkasa gina ene no. De ema a year termination ni bi a year unlawful. Every bay ni twa obi adwuma ana ye obi de e ka say we de eti amra no.
One of them I met in Yakaye. You terminate the contract on the basis of discrimination. Adi wa fani pandada. Na wakase ejume ya uye yukra no. Asa ye memma ne betimi aye ejume. Nso nipa na ofa ni yoba. Enu nti no wa terminate the contract. Or the court otimi prove here, it will go against you. Discrimination so on the basis of say maka gender, discrimination on the basis of gender. And a discrimination on the basis of race, say color, nipa no oye tuntum nti. Ana oye koko nti. Untimi ni nye ejuma biom. Discrimination on the basis of politics. Say nipa no oye ehonde me person me ko be free. Meka
we wa manyuku we me wa manyuku also wa manyuku bi.
Nti anu nti no.
Ntimi no nye.
Ntimi ni unye ejuma biom. Ebi anipa ni ban when disclose party crow or belong to. But later when say no wo the opponent side. Na wa be discover. Na wa ka chen say no nti. Ntimi ni nye ejuma. Ebi ana o secrets BBPA, but it is not a good reason to terminate the contract.
Answer na beto asoma me misa we mi ntwa no. Enti is there yakọ labor laws no emu anase labor act ni mu a yo she say o fo obi adwuma mu nipa no be declare baby ogina politically.
I don't think so a requirement.
Okay.
Any requirement.
Okay.
Political party a affiliation. And then there's freedom of association guaranteed under the Constitution. That shouldn't be a basis for employment.
Samuel, Mrs. Stafford, Ekobase, Samuel can say, Amanyuku, Edumamu na yefa nipa there. Then that one you have to. So I say, maybe Amanyuku and open and crofamo my Jumedi. then that one the bit me bisa because so amanyo could be on found mom now the name some pay. So I say, and I know the bisa or card or party card, you know. So I don't know yet. Amanyo could now all fat nipa but you can't employment generally there, then you can't because that one will fall squarely under discrimination.
Okay.
But I do not agree.
Okay.
So I'm for binti. Now was say omud.
No, you say I want to agree with you.
Yeah, man say ebia
me Martin party. Until your friend me Ododo party. All right.
Unless maybe it is the party
and American. So that's if a political party.
For the political
yes,
party.
Yes.
That is fine.
Is it for our polling agent?
Very good.
That's fine.
And now ko share you so cry. One way man friend papa obebo na wo man kan yeguma. So that's
I think that is fair. Say we about to do see koye polling agent my party A your polling station way. On your party ni enia. I don't think that one a bit me afa. And say if you for nature be say oh a few days or hours to election be say oh no oh nkaye ho u free yeah opponent in the side nti ye you age na nchen I think that is fair said yeah. Okay, so you share discrimination on grounds of sex, race, and then political affiliation. I don't know say
under discrimination there doesn't. So young friends because gender, political affiliation, origin, color, sex, doesn't. Until that
the religion, yeah, they cry very
good. To me now they are born it off as discrimination.
All right.
And by so yes, mostly we are dwelling on the labor acts. So I think say section 63 of acts 651 stating into unlawful termination ni we ni na eliste wo nti bi aye kana say obi nti say ka bi a section we a okọ section 63 a
yeah
ni e kan ni na obehu wase ni aye unlawful ba ko ni say trade union activities
ejumafo nkabom
yes say employer simply because your employee is a member of a trade union maybe a more call demonstration now I could be no call by or see me you were there it becomes unlawful until be I am fan yeah abandon a recruit to be a teacher for and I say there are some of the service now you cannot even go for demonstration. Yeah. But if you are a teacher for condition of service in yet, almost any trade union is almost called demonstration, and as maybe sir just to register their displeasure. And the trade union member of maybe NAT. Now say NAT members akwaba also many maybe a director of education and I say ko kan ho am call demonstration ti may you ready I know there it will be unfair and it will be unlawful.
Okay. And said the whole year in fact to him say bia me find say you me na me a member of GJ or maybe Giba na bibi etisa na ebi a GJ say amanyuku and I say juma we o ma kobo ye member nti ye boycott o activities nyina ye grant o interview ni bibi etisa na ye mfa say sa ejumekuo na na say ekuo na GJ say ye boycott o mu mete ha maybe I may host program na ye de obi a ofiri sa ekuo ni mu eba ka be kasa ma say ekuo na me ka say no because me GJ ana me Giba member ni ntini sa interview e minti na munye na me dwumeru aka say o gina no no so yi media and family crime.
Yeah, that is what, because it is a decision of a trade union, an association. Say a particular category of people, we will not give them a hearing. It is part of our registering our displeasure. And you know, say, we member be anywhere, and say, more grant you interview. Now say, employer say, change granted. Also, one yet, because that is what the union is saying. No, saying to one grant into you were there, it becomes unlawful.
Because we so very argue say, no need you man I file say be no. Say ye fa me interview ye come with ejuma ye de man. Na if ejuma ba be na so nya. Say no so quit your contract na ye de man na no ye be chem say.
Section 63 of the Act.
Yeah.
Under the unlawful termination, the reasons are my and back very related to question I'll be saying.
Okay.
So maybe reading specifically.
All right.
If the employee refuses to do work normally done by workers on a lawful strike, and you terminate that employee, it becomes unlawful.
Okay.
Which answers your question.
Okay.
There's a lawful strike. Yes, someone will engage. Let's take it as it is a strike. You're not supposed to engage that group of persons. And so, it's if you comply with Sakuna will join in. That says that mom will engage Sanko for it and you engage them. You refusing to engage them. You refusing to engage them shouldn't be a ground for your employer to terminate your contract.
Okay.
If he does, it is unlawful.
All right. And this I show me discrimination and then joining a trade union. All right. It's a bit of why do so now.
Whistle blowing, and I say taking part in the legal proceedings. Sometimes maybe a course. Now the course no. Employer no ena o share chire o ye na ekoba say wo employee no enu nti ote ne to a ade na o ye no is against law, it's unlawful ade ko a o ye no enam emra kwa mu na say enu nti ukobie wa no ka wo ba bi na say ote a ana say uko report to the law enforcement agency na say oti na enu to so you were there and obey you were there, that termination will become unlawful. And I say BBS there is a case against employer no, but the other party no after say a witness maybe in a court proceedings now, and it means who could they dance it your employer no. Which what the employer did was unlawful.
Yeah.
And you know, as a knowledge and now who evidence be into a person who hear witness against employer. Now say who could do a dance and to not say and need to obey you were there. That termination becomes unlawful. It cannot.
All right. Section 63, subsection 2H. Also that the worker does not possess the current level of qualification required in relation to the work for which the worker was employed, which is different from the level of qualification required at the commencement of his or her employment. In the event said or the age of artificial intelligence. Now ebra ye fa mejume no. Na a knowledge in artificial intelligence here for humanity aye fa no. But somewhere along the line, about be necessary say I was say mitimi enya nimdie artificial intelligence but ene mi ni bi na medwumere aka say kwesi de ade ne du no on say de edwuma yi de say ye no a na de ye bibia nti wo so awu ni bi enti continue fie mi ntimi no onye edwuma ya say no ne mfa mra kwan so but no cost to ne ma knowledge ni skill no here at that point in time no ni bi. What makes it unlawful?
Masa bibia yesua into betimi am kwan to train yourself on it, educate yourself on it. Or to me, school, you can come and add that skill to the Jumano.
Okay.
In terms of we raise standard, means automatically the person should be on that standard. At the time, our fan no requirements our publisher open.
Okay.
Or meet that requirement and not in our fan. If changes be about modernity be about not to say was say or raising the standard now. Then in your school, man, the quite not me upgrading to the level which you want. And yes, over catching is uncle to nephew because undo that stage, and undo that standard, It is unlawful, and I agree to it.
Okay. Senior, because senior can at the time often nipa kwenyan. Sa technology ne ho. So beti mi a kyerɛ sɛ ampa technology ba ye no. Mama na kwenya.
Okay.
Nemum wa fan ye adwuma wa akwenya na mbe man so on fa improve no ho no wa anye there. Then you have I remember say me call train car for year no. Now it was diploma. And you know what I heard they say some of the teachers were having lecturers at the training college were having diploma. So the government gave them 2 or 3 years to upgrade themselves. After 3 years, they went to me upgrade one. Although we do the umbrella form by certain jobs, you be ready.
Oh, okay.
Again, I will still use that sector. At a point in time, they were teachers who were people teachers. Abano organize a course, your friend on trained teacher diploma, where omomakwanya people teachers they go to the various training colleges, ekoye course. He gave them a period so that they will get diploma. I think 2 or 3 years. And it's half time way or the ama. Now say say 5 years or so. Until after 5 years, and if you did not take the opportunity to upgrade yourself to meet the current, I know you were there, it becomes lawful. But who they see, one many pana quenya also, I know there to become unlawful. But so my quenya, ultimately less or my quenya now, when I want far quenya no, and yeah, then that is it.
All right.
I think there's also another scenario in your sector. During Ekufadomo tenure, the education minister then, I said teachers should be on the degree level until there's some 1 year a course be by say Uncle Bia to me now come upgrade you to the degree level. And I think I know most people who took advantage of it on my year.
Okay.
That one no omo kita education certificate.
But those who had it even did it, the diploma
top up.
Yes.
And some of them too were not having educational background. But ubeko no akoye some course be really by UCC 1 year so that you become a professional.
A professional teacher. Okay.
It's a 1 year course. So 1 year, so no can. So 1 year, 1 year no china you ready, obey you ready.
All right. And the abubosu so far ni on the side of the employer no ejina so be contract mu and as any employment we work as a year unlawful. And already I established say as an employee you should to me terminate. And enema be nema say employee terminating the employment no. And also be illegal say enu be wo nkomo aye di mu. Because the abubosu mostly the free employer and however, yeah. Every side of the employee, the termination is illegal.
Okay. One of it I make can notice now giving notice of your termination to your employer. Say would you may why I say person employer man. You must also give notice. Send your notice. I was also notice of it. There was also catch it. I say, "Ejuma me person mean to me ne wunye biom." Sana also o person ujaya. I was also oma ujuma like the offer ujuma muno. Oma no enkaye say mean to me ene wunye ejuma biom. Now the act has stated the period which the employer is supposed to give you notice. Which if it is more than 3 months. The person is supposed to give you 1 month notice. If it is less than 1 month or more, if it is less than 3 months, I only na ejuma. The person can give you like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the discretion. But shouldn't be less than a week. I think equally, say who employee person who terminate who employment now. You must also give the employer notice. Send a beya. Say bani say biya. Ejuma na oba be free. If you are not a baby better chimaka crying, was so poor be. Ebe sha nine. Inti say one man is a notice no. Na say impofima uja no wa. Ebe hani kakra. Inti eho na ebe ma question kakra aba no. Say one ye ni ye.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so no, because it is so right. Ebe perfect, ebe right, ebe to assume. Say a point yes baby a fa phone, a one a fast.
Yeah.
And you know, say Emrano actually me offer what you mean say na opese terminate to be appointment faswa. Me use a onso na ya fa what you mean so opese ujaya onso procedurally adwuma bia mu no ye wo internal mechanisms a actually kwan a obefa so a onso obe dey obeja adwuma no but say one fast kwan so then become unlawful.
Okay.
Because say they are unlawful a wo adwuma no betimi asiu no so betimi asiu because I've seen say eto dey be adwuma bi wo ho a adwuma no ehye da ball ho ka. Ye case bi ba o no mention adwuma no sponsor nipa no okonya nim de ani bae no we free nti adwuma no so has come against nipa no say sika or this sponsor only na to ana de man no
so then the oman the oman na then ya make nubia
and it is no I also payment plan now to Anika
for training now.
Yes, or do coin. That's a 4 years and those things. You will have to. And you know, a choir how fast to terminate because a do or crowd by signing bon also call back or by child the number of you say. It will be a number of years and Wabama 3 years. Along the line, it be a bit me cry 2 years. 11 months. Now when you know I switch 1 month naked. Obey me I say 3 years in
oh sir.
Oh so can it sir? It's a matter of argument on your body because 1 month 3 years. 1 7 3 years name. If I pick you have not said. Oh yes.
Engineer no sir.
You can't be at the infiance. Yes, said date name so ya uni se mfi no.
Yeah.
After 1 minute crowns and a date na so uni. It's a matter of interpretation. Do obi had an interpretation.
Okay.
Ma we say 3 years now by why 2 years 11 months 1 year ya count. Maybe 1 year no
1 month.
1 month no ya count. Maybe 1 month no crana. Maybe na mo so anya big contract bi am where dey I go.
Oh wow.
It is on the lighter side but it all boils down to interpretation. Obi ani say no be fan.
All right. Enti ya share the ma ye kan say termination ni bi eye unlawful. Eno ho asem enike. Enti ya van say ene no mejumewura eyimedi. And Sanya me abobo so yi nyina edi adanse se kwan ofa so yi medi no emfamra kwan so me na me adwuma ni na yi medi no akwenya ben ne ho ma me anamuntu ben kwan ben na metimi afa so ama emra na ka bia ma me
emra ne de there is a commission that regulates employer-employee relationship no that enforces the Labor Act. It is a wo employee no o shona sene wo employer no terminate wo contract no na o shona say enamra kwan so a and our reasons no the man wo no enye lawful. You can take it to the National Labor Commission.
Okay.
You can file a complaint there. And when you file a complaint there, then you take it up from there. Or you go to the court.
Okay.
The act states the High Court. So then you can sue at the High Court. And you claim for compensation. If you make a complaint at the National Labour Commission, there after some mashamun they are all filing complaints now. Ombe invite to employer no so be filing it there. And ombe showing same name. So we na so omu ni say employer anya the and said the oya was unlawful or unfair. There are some remedies which will be available to you. But you see, and who be say, what are the things that are available to you when your employment has been terminated unlawfully? So you can make a complaint at the National Labour Commission, or you take it to the High Court.
Yeah, about the specifics, I'll bet to me. Court ni said the kind no bet me akosiki anadie obet me the akoto court name say o pese ye de ese wa name for we no but ma yenhwe say na sabre na ye wedi no is there a stipulated period that wait me am file say complain we are na wa asem no na che say etwem.
Yeah. So to the National Labour Commission, I think that they asked to play 3 months.
Okay.
Within 3 months, you should be able to lodge your complaint. But under common law, no, so call High Court now. High Court no deal with your act be or a limitation. Ebra.
Okay.
Which we call the Limitation Act. And in civil wrongs like this, and it's a civil wrong, it's not criminal.
Okay.
Under contracts, I think it is 6 years. 6 years you can. And it's a 6 years in a pound there, you are statute bar. Labour Commission, I know you 3 months. It is a you are terminated appointment. Now trans more than 3 months. You will not be fit to lodge a complaint at the National Labour Commission.
Yes, so I said new.
But how person will address it at that forum, no? It is closed. Until then you may move to the court.
Okay. Before the specifics what court no. Yanjina Labour Commission there no so kakra. Me call Labour Commission no. E dey na Labour Commission betimi ayaman. Me call file that complaint within the stipulated time say kwan e fa so yi me dey mfamra kwan so no. Enema be na me hwe ni ma na me nkanche Labour Commission so munjina mutumi so enyema me na me employee na yi me dia mfamra kwan so no.
So obi ha open reinstatement.
Okay.
And I say open compensation. Omo be hwehwem. Omo de no yes omo hwehwem. Ehun say termination was it lawful? Was it unlawful? I think that when it comes to final judgment lies with the court.
Okay.
And the commission may come out with their findings. I do not think they are not authority yet. They are commissions. Into that power to give final, they'll be limited, but they'll look into there. But for me, I think that the court will be the appropriate forum. Because for the court, they have that power for you to be reinstated, for you to be compensated, for you to be yes. And maybe the commission will have its power to a certain point, and if all the odds maybe weigh to your side, then you proceed for the final way.
So does it mean say a brown co file me complain or National Labour Commission said they're okay or only need to me determine say employer and specifics A, B, and C Emma employee. That means no bet image na mechi I won't be di many marco court na and I say or findings never boy me a bra me the assembly court.
With the National Labour Commission, per me reading some after Oma delving into the matter, now maybe the employee is right because the termination is unlawful. They will definitely come up with their decision.
Okay.
Their decision will either to reinstate you to the position now or one that done. And I say, catch employer and he said he should re-employ you on different terms.
Okay.
Terms which will not be so lesser than they now was.
Okay.
And I say a man is said if you are not happy with it, then you can file the writ
at the court.
Yes.
Okay.
But I am sure they will give a decision. They may let the employer also compensate you because the court does not do reinstatement.
Okay.
The court doesn't. The court only deals with the compensation side. The court will only give you compensation because it is under the common law no can. Even though it is unlawful termination, the court will just give you compensation. You go for breach of damages. Breach of contract. You claim for damages for breach of contract. So with the Labour Commission, they will make a decision as to whether the employer should take you back on some phone to baby and now one because if you are doing and 1 year and I say on some phone name or no one sound call into different negotiation.
Okay.
And I say uncompensated will not on my own call. Those are the 3 main decisions the Labour Commission will give.
All right.
So that's all can. So being a commission, like she's saying, they will have a finding. They will perform as an arbiters, right? Because they are there to settle dispute between an employer and employee until they become an arbiter. And in such cases, when you go before such commissions, whatever decision that they will take, like she said, will be binding. But if a party thinks whatever decision does not go, I do not, then it means maybe you can take other steps. But when they are done with whatever their findings, like she said, they will come out with a decision. If both of you agree and let's say you even sign, then that one you cannot tomorrow go and rescind yourself. So what I say. And you know, when they are done, so far they are an arbiter, it is like a quasi-judicial body. I think that's what they will. Yes, they are quasi-judicial body. So sometimes, their decisions will be binding on you. Into whatever you will take there. If it is beyond their power, then they will refer
to the court.
But if it's within their power, because National Labour Act, I'm sure the Labour Act will give them what they can, where their power will where they cannot exceed, where they will work within. And if what you are seeking for is beyond their power, exceeds their power, or we say their jurisdiction, that's the term that we normally use. Whether they exceed their jurisdiction or it's within their jurisdiction, then they will be able to give final. And whatever decision they give, because they are an arbiter, it is binding.
Okay. And the Yanfa Labour Commission, the Anuaho, said they match mu clearly. And the Sabre, no, may they accept no court. I think councillor ID can boss so say no wait me akọ for a year breach of contract or akọ seek damages in the apart from no is there any other specific meet me a person court in the bay and I say a year breach of contract na me de echo
with the court from the act I read, the court doesn't have the power to reinstate you.
Okay.
The court will not reinstate you.
Okay.
But what remedy the court will give you is the damages. Because there is a contract between the employer and the employee. Into the obetimi ayama oni say obema employer no a compensate you.
Right. Then
okay. But I believe say it drew baby obetimi amawo afan. I remember this case, the case of Shrad versus National Fire Service, where the female service officers, they got pregnant during their probation. And per fire service, when you're on probation, you cannot get pregnant. It told me you're ready. Most of the service work is like that.
Okay.
And Shrad, so the complaint was made by these three, no me and mommy and son, to Shrad. And Shrad took it to the court. Court make say the service, it is their constitutional right. So but the service cannot put a cap on at what point in time they should get pregnant. And remember no woman they almost to me saying almost to me no girl no more. And they were married people. Now I didn't know bad I would say one munti. Until they were asked to reinstate them. The court asked them to reinstate them. In that instance, until I think it will depend on how it will be taken to the court. On this case, now I think we were doing human rights. Then we use this until it was an infringement on their human rights. And to send our canon, it will depend on if the alcohol they should give you damage. Also, court in my case on your busy body. And to what you bring before the court and no better. Sometimes or to what other angles, unless it's a criminal case.
Okay.
And who other angles now the law imposes a duty on the judge to bring in those things when it comes to criminal law.
Okay.
But when it's a civil law or a civil wrong, ni how the better na no no better. Who other you cry obebu na ni eguso. Because or to ho na waba, we see we na me here. Or show maybe obehu say nka we nso ka ho a ba onye. That's a criminal dey obey. Sa na mra no ahye
me already yedi kan establish say answer now betimi aka say termination be unlawful no. I think you don't need abobo so near my betimi na so ejime na me employee na ye medina me court in this case no. What are some of the other specifics? Here was say mitimi e de echo say the di ho dance ni apart from the abobo so say eno nema ye can say termination no a year unlawful no. And near my bench, I never me about my main case now may present it before the court. No, a bit me supported all the other grounds of unfair termination. I don't know if my question is clear.
Please come again.
All right. Oh, sir, you can establish say and your man who will be or why and then a termination be a year unlawful. Say you be a year unlawful. Fine, side your money in a ewo. 80 mena edney. Man for myself now call labor commission me say me dey court and you made the advance termination no a year unlawful ni nyina e ho da ni ho edi but men can say ebra me dey myself na court no and you ma ben na say apart from the grounds for unlawful termination no say enka ho a e ma myself me dey court ni enim no enim.
Okay, you
still don't get it.
Let's try and me in church let's say you've talked about harassment. you must provide evidence that their harassment has gone on. So what I say, I see, because you have to say the rule of the game is evidence. And to say, you have to have that kind of evidence. One to me, I can't check out to try say you harassing me, and until so what I say, maybe there must be certain things, evidence, and so ultimately, and see, you know, did you make any report true? Because my child say in any organization or institution, there are internal mechanisms to address grievances.
Yeah.
And you know, to say be a me employee and a major and as employer and terminate me appointment or employment, and to me say unlawful. And you know, Maka said, say ni send the air technology aba. Wa mami akwenya no amfa nkwa nkotreni me ho sorry ya wa yimedi ti me kwa me chere say me ye fa madwuma mu no, these were the responsibilities, these were the qualifications we na ade fa me appointment you know kra letter no ni wa mami adwuma no in the course of adwuma no technology wise in sakayabem nanso wa mami akwenya no send me upgrading me home.
Okay.
Oh sorry, yeah, now where you made it. So these are the things that the fact that you bring before the court.
Yeah. Okay.
So what am I saying?
Yeah.
So that is what the question is like. Say, who person prove it?
Yes. Apart from the other ones, a war a year at 651. Near maybe it's me support your case now presenting before the court.
Oh, okay.
You get it. Right. The ake dodo na ye on the part of the employee. Enti me na me be medwuma amafo obi adwuma mu no. Ni employee na terminate contract appointment na as employee na emfamra kwan so no. Me na me adwuma as the employer no so me so me call before the National Labour Commission and as a court na. E dey na me so metimi akosiki wo. As an employer, an employee terminates the employment unlawfully. What say employer no call before the court and answer the Labour Commissioner? At the end, no so betimi akopre wo.
My brother said Omo handle a similar case, so I think he will be in the best.
Oh, God, you are not in the
An example is that now I said one investing in the employee to upgrade himself. After some upgrading no one abano, or be mama excuse no the phrase you make up baby pa ashe. You can use that if there are receipts and I say there are something to show. Say you've been paying the fees, he's on scholarship which you are the one paying. So you invested in him or her. Then you can use that as an evidence.
Okay.
To show say during the period all kono una sponsor even the trip no. Una uti and fees. Ni BBI you catered for so that he can upgrade himself for the work. Usually man it is written. Ebumukra emomu sign it.
Yeah. Say
uko school ni ria. You would come back to the work or the service and then you serve for like a period before you can leave. If that thing is there, such an agreement is there, then you can also rely on that as your evidence.
Okay. And all presented that evidence, one are your employer, and then I'll bet me a question before the Labour Commission or the court.
You want to claim your money which you have invested in the person back.
And there could be other options.
Because you can't force the person to be there.
And I say,
you to me, Shani say, on teenage. Okay.
I can't go ahead to say our according to me show be said chinchina in our arena say.
Very good.
Say me come chika na ebi abrofa making your corrector. In this case, court no ain't me order for specific performance. Say minim say
performance of what?
Say like you say court need me say chinchina trying. Kwesi ejume ya asi uja ide ye de adanse ne nyewa ne toto ho a uja ejuma wura horse abri ya enye enti chinchine twan koso tene edwuma mu
employer ne kwa was so boom because obetimi kra asay edwuma ne kra mpo ama
okay
obetimi kwa enie ma bi kra edwuma ne kra begu
within that time
for your safety and for the progress of your work money ko now dey jusika
okay
because you surely get interest obesa claiming interest on the money you have invested.
Oh, okay.
You take interest from the time you invested.
Oh, percentage interest, so you get more than what you have.
And the employees in the muntie ni here now. Say interest count there. Interest no cry here calculation here. I thought they bet me buy a case you cry change can
that is it.
So you just have to be careful.
Because who person change on tremuno. Ni besin say no kan ni besin no. Obetimi ahye da abo aburo wani beba ahun so abo aburo no na ache o na na ebe ye o na ye wawi yenti ya say ye wade nyina ho kwan ba nye ni nyina na fata ebi obetimi asiki se chinchan but ebe den say that kind of relief court no untimi ensure bi say no kan ye dey aware ye me ma kwan oboa. Oh boy.
All right. And because so in this case, it be a brow for nipa na edwuma mu no. One bisa bibi etesa, but along the line, also baby and ya ba bedru no. Fa enkrata bra. E bia o say me pedigree. E bia nipa na edwuma na year 2 or 3. E bra o fa no we misa bibi asa. I think this will refer us to a question na ya kan. Inti along the line, now see nipa no emfa certification embra. One fabi amade ade dream yi wedi eno ne sa no na nipa no we say yi na we need no bu mra so ana because all shas ye no anka bibi sa along the line and I say on prove bibi etesa
yeah kana because at what point in time then I share answer na contract no came into being
okay
say ora anyway na mokasa na offer say wafana that is the basis of employment and so no pay before you must build a certain before you can request for it now request no so cry and therefore na so man akwenya no ntimi fanye we but say no kan waba ya interview mi wo we ye hwe mu kra no qualification ni we nyina actually ye hu say wo for join na say ye ya asase no wadi ntro enti no o terminate appointment na e bi nso kra what me present paper no ba akọ field ho no so adwuma no ntimi nye esese ni mienu ni nyina e ba bankum so te ase enti ho no na law ni say incompetence
okay
and or sakiwa lawful enti paper qualification kitani ya core grounds no so amitimi ye mi kita qualification mi kita paper bia mitimi ye or grounds no then it means no as I say me change nipa say most of the artisans bia ye mekosua mason fitani and those things no most of them people bia na ho enti no sa open adwuma anasa opese me ye adwuma na sa wo fa me adwuma mu a I come on the basis say ade ani me on the ground me ni paper bia wo ho se sa na ye jitu mu na ade adwuma ne ma me a o chant me ma say me fa me paper mra na hwe
no person de ba so be ma we so ma akonya na
wo na okọ hwehwe no so e de ba
so council yen share a my bright question you know or say or pray ye can say salary increment but employers now your margin so muntu mo betimi agina no so ejaye adwuma na
over or employer increase the salary
na or say dey
percent over tumu to person ejaye adwuma. Yes, you can. I'll say you can.
Yeah, any legal ramifications behind.
But you have to tell him. You have to tell him or her, your employer.
Okay.
I also catch him too.
As in notice that the
notice.
Okay.
Say me pay salary increment or say there be until eja me amount up to the end of the month, 1 month or 2 months. Say still won't increase here and a major ejumano.
Okay. And no, the notice need to na time so media or that aso twen bia amba.
Yes.
Okay. And any other one pause ne dey no
me brother be
okay.
One or two
Oh, but me who say because I was say nhihye adwuma. Ebia adwuma no ewo ne nhihye say ebia mfie na mfie no bia na ye ma promotion. Only say increment comes with a certain level of nimdeɛ any responsibilities.
Okay.
And you know, if you are asking for an increment or agreement, contract agreement, so what I say, actually, emra odi benya intumu. It be a 4 years, be a SSA unya intumu. So, sign contract now. These are some of the things that SSA oshe. But sometimes we are hungry for work in intinu. Yen saka ye nya brain stress ani ema we na. But from asase no say utimi ehu sa na ema we hwe a. Utu wa ni me say, oh, 4 years SSA me nya me come in. I have to move to a rank. When you move to that rank has a salary increment. It will give you other allowances and those things because it will come with responsibilities. Into Nebema and to Munswaba win. Into I think say we are not privy to the contract agreement in Intino. I say yen.
You speak to the general.
Yen solution here, the man. It may not meet his answer and answer no, but that is the fact. So in policy document now, then we can speak to that. But what we can say generally is say edwuma bia won nhihye e wo mra e ma promotion emra e betu o waketuemu. So what I say, you know, on stress so metisa na omo so omo man na dia. He has the right to be terminated.
Okay. And I think the last question, and you free Paul. Now, Paul Chairman, were resigning from Nejuma na or resigning, the compensation be or what I was say a demand, a bra Oja Ejuman. But we did still Nesa and kind, and I'm on Chobana obey to me because the idea on the side of the employer, no, or we are aware. Yeah, a war and cratia or mujina so and as one find me cat on the man a fed man, BB sa a woman, but or resign. And of course, when a mom notice no a burner sana or baby die, but still, sir, scanner was here the man is still in Sankai.
Oh, okay. I think then remember the bell lie with the court. Obey to me, I take you, obey to me, see you. And first of all, I think obey to me actual a letter to the employer demanding for the compensation.
Okay.
Simply because we can rely on that letter.
Your brother there some no court.
Yes. Or throw letter to the employer no. I requested for the compensation which is due him. Based on the response of some we can rely on that one too.
All right.
So if in their agreement it is there that if you resign, you'll be entitled to a compensation, any compensation that is stated in there, then Obama resign also my notice of it, which means that or entitled to that compensation, then he can pursue to the court. But first of all, on letter and you're making actual letter and ama the employers no claiming for the compensation no, and based on it, but on making sure say exceed 6 years.
Okay. So that's in Ujai Juman Emerald 6 years and so to Sanamu.
Yes. Because it is a contract. So there's a statute of limitation. If it exceeds 6 years now, or break.
All right. yɛkɔ more nsɛm a ɛtwa toɔ sɛ yɛfu to both to employers and then employees ɛfa Labor Act no ɛho Act 651 deɛ mo ka na sorry
so kwasi sɛnea dɛ bia a meka no mɛsɛ yɛdwumadi a yɛdi nyinaa no mmara da ho maka sɛ mmara mmienu na ɛbɔ odwumayɛni ne adwumayɛwura ntɛm anyɔnkofa no ɛho bra common law which is based on contract and the second one nso yɛ statutory regime, that is the Labor Act and also bɔ saa ɛyi no ho bra nti no sɛ yɛfa wɔ adwuma mu a hwɛ sɛ wo nsa bɛka policy documents, bargaining agreements, terms and conditions bɔmmɔden na ka mu mehu na te aseɛ ansa na wode wo ho ayɛ dɛn ahyɛ mu enyuma no bi wɔ hɔ a ɛma saa yi na especially those casual works no it doesn't give that contract agreement and those things. But when you are going to employment, first unsabe kansa na study them well. Say won ti bibi ase apu bi a owonim die wom no mo a meti ase. Now sana wo do unsa ase. Say wo ye adwuma na ye ma wo appointment a ehu. Enti no ansa na obegye pinnie awura adwuma mu ayɛ yi no there must be an appointment. Now so hwɛ hu sɛ wa accept it. Enye wa we ye the amount eno anu there be watching BBC a employment is not one side, it's two sides. Enti wonso wo de ewen na tell say wa ante ase enti no yɛn fa mmra no enye adwuma no na mo ye nyinaa ye ho ban.
Alright. And lawyer Boydia say, Ofi Bako Apem Chambers Wokufuri, the Asnet building no emu. Nidini lawyer Dominic for everybody on any at in Kayako Council Esther on this of which out of my answers.
If we took a crime with them, employers, ne employees, ne say, employers, you should know, say, what funny panage doesn't mean, say, obetimi any dia opebia.
Okay.
And I want me terminating the contract just anyhow. Emra e bind this any obetimi any obi adwumadi abawie. The here me kese na ye giving the notice. Just that no cry betimi reverse the way ni nyina. Employee, you must also give notice when you are terminating the contract. Ayana employee side no bebe na nye. Oh sorry, I know say me nko adwuma ne kwa biom. But ayana if you say employer anu so betimi aka me after you. So I'm pleading. Employers obey the law. There is a money age more Ghana. Aji ancho. A child they won't say even though wow do adwuma but you be sent to your compensation.
We the woman say upon but miss a question. Oh employee now or serving notice to terminate the employment, you know. I was all my reasons in tia o jai jumana.
Also catch no.
Was all my reasons say when you waiting a me.
Not until I will jai jumano. Also no reason.
Me notice na reason.
Notice now they call him. I was so stated say when you waiting a me. Oh, maybe I buy so and so date me jai jumano.
Keke. Even on a moral ground, Necrano, and yet fair. You may never know where you may need this employer again.
I think somewhere this year there was a resignation letter that was flying on social media. I think it was just one line.
Some would say that on personal grounds, on medical grounds.
And crime is a reason.
Okay.
On personal grounds, on
without stating
the particular but at least one can say me in person me jai but no actually say me person me jai juma now they are got to us okay
Yes.
because
I'm making, I think earlier this year there was a resignation letter from Yejume someone in the media industry. It was just one line, but I was state salutation in the address near the Oba salutation now one line full stop fine or
I'm not to resign from the asa oh
all right. Lawyer Esther Nage and I tell and kind of free. I want you actually